We here. I just take my hits. Just like you should. Get that feedback in. Jam it to the breaks now. 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 Go crazy. Like Psycho Kid. Go crazy. Like Psycho Kid who's probably up way too late. Probably up way too late. Probably up way too late. Psycho Kid, go to bed. Psycho Kid, go to bed. Psycho Kid, you crazy. Psycho Kid, you crazy. Psycho Kid, you crazy. It's a new era. So I can be a little insane. It's also 10:26. Basically like waking up. Can we stop, please? Can we get this? I'm sorry. You know, like, I appreciate this, and I know these guys work really hard, and they did a really great job today. Please, thank you. I appreciate that. Psycho Kid, go to bed. I'm not going to tell you a second time. I'm only going to tell you a third time to please, for the love of Ava and everything holy on this earth, please, 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 go to bed. Psycho Kid. Psycho Kid. Psycho Kid. Psycho Kid. I said go to bed. God damn it, Psycho Kid. Go to bed. Jesus. Ava. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Say it into the mic. Let everybody know. Let everybody know how you feel. We're all feeling the same. Heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura. Heat cultura, 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 heat cultura. Show me your immigration passport, heat cultura. What is that, heat cultura? What does that mean? What is that devil, heat cultura? Show me your papers, heat cultura. Heat cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura. Studio M-O-G-U-R-A. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cashapp. All donations go toward the making of my independent film and my independent animated pilot, which is like going really well right now. Hopefully you've seen the TikTok thing, which you probably haven't because I think there was only like 120 views or something, which is really sad. But whatever, that's something else. All donations get their name in the end credits. Donations over $100, you get producer credit and a listing on the IMDb. Check out my book, Full Moon Nights, Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Basically, my misadventures as a raver growing up in Miami, doing crazy shit. You'll like it. Check out my second novel, recently released, Hell in Heels, the story of a man helping another man and his family as they encounter the Hell in Heels, the most dangerous group of biker women on the land. They will stab your scrotum with their stiletto heels, and you'll like it. Check it out on Amazon, available in Kindle and paperback form. Check out octotaku.com for the latest in my comics and comic stuff. I haven't really updated. I'm working on the next comic market watch. It's just, there's a lot to do. Sorry. Also check out studiomogura.com. Don't forget, that's also our home base, and that also I also post writings there. I post my actual real writings, like my next chapters from my novel, and also my own little blogs and stuff like that. So please check that out as well. And then finally, check out my TeePublic with all the t-shirt designs and the official Hikotura t-shirt. And then also check out my El Topo playlist with all my songs and tracks and my complete total catalog and playlist, dating back to 1999 up until my recent release back in 23. The reflection blinds you from seeing the truth. I'm still doing tracks right now. I'm working on a few things, so we'll see what percolates. But really, the focus has to be the animation. I have to finish the independent animated pilot that I'm doing because I want to run that through the festivals, and we're talking about running that in the 2026 festival run. And it's just a lot of fucking work. And my hand, I fucked up my hand. I tore a couple ligaments in my hand, which popped off like a nerve thing, and that really sucked. So now I'm trying to heal it, and I have to wear like this blanca, it's like it's like a plank. It's like this clay thing. This guy took the clay and he made like a little moldy, and it's like to be honest with you, like as an artist, I look at it right now and I'm like, wow, this was really badly done. You need to take some creative skills, like you need to take some creative classes, like sculpting or something like that, and then you'll really make this look nice, because this looks like una mierda. But you know what? It works. It works perfectly. Like it's just actually it works perfectly in the sense that I have to tape it to my hand so it doesn't fall off. So whatever. Nice guy though. Great place. Totally great place if you break your hand. So yeah, I went there, and we're dealing with that. So it's just kind of slowed things down. And then now I'm in the middle of the tax season. The tax fog is close, and I can feel it. It's coming. It's near. It's almost there. I smell it. It's getting damp. It's getting moist. It's like in your mom's like attic, or your grandma's attic, your great grandmother's attic. It's like no one's been in there like for 20,000 years, and there's like a moldy leak somewhere, and it's just like there's rats. It's coming. The tax fog is coming, and I have my feet in it, and I could see the shark coming, and it's like they're telling me, hey, there's a shark coming, and I'm like, I know. So there's that. Don't forget also in the bottom, my Bandcamp. That's where I would like people to go buy my music. It's from Bandcamp directly, because I get the most back, and you're not helping a corporate monster. As if you would like listen to my music on any of the streaming services, which I don't get any. I get like a 0.00000000000000000000000000001 cent when you listen to it 100 times. What's going on? What happened? Did anything happen? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Was anything going on? What happened? Well, it's like there's like a big deal or something. I don't know. It's another game, bro. It's no big deal. You know what I'm into? I just got like somehow. I don't even remember what got me started on these, but I discovered the Gerber's snacks for toddlers, a little like compota, but in a little like pouch pack. I'm addicted now. I don't know what to do. I feel like a baby. Goo goo gaga. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not. You're not going to make me get into it. Yeah, I know I changed the background. Made it all dramatic. Because this is exactly what we're dealing with, is a bunch of drama. This is theater. This is Shakespeare right now. Tim Curry doing Will Shakespeare. Exactly. Why are you up there, Supra? Why are you begging for my attention? Como que yo no te quiero. Venga, mami. Venga aquí. Venga, baby. Venga, baby. Okay, that's enough. I gotta come on. I'm in the middle of this. They do this all the time. I'm like always bothering them, and then when I focus away, it's like, oh my god, he's leaving me. What do you want? Do you really want to talk about Butler? Why? Because you haven't heard enough from this guy? What do you want me to say? We want him here. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that this is like, oh, we're just doing him dirty and poor Butler. No. This is no poor Butler. Let's get the facts straight. Okay? This man, number one, is on a contract that he agreed to. It's not like his contract ended and we're not playing him. We don't want to renew his contract and he's holding out from the beginning of the season. No, he's got a contract. I'm sorry. That's a beautiful story that people want a new contract. But sometimes you don't get the new contract when the old contract's over. You don't want to get it. You don't get the extension. You got to wait. And he's got an extension for like 50 mil if he takes it. If he wants to take it, he doesn't want it now. He wants more. So I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait if you want to work that out. Right now, it's a new season started, but no, you wanna be a pain in the ass. So they suspended him. Players Association approved that suspension because the Miami Heat sent a JFK-like dossier of evidence that proved that he was on the grassy knoll, and he pulled the trigger. I mean, we've been nice about it. I've been nice about it. I've been trying to have Jimmy's back on this because I really like Jimmy. We all love Jimmy. You know it. We do. Man, we lost weight and we had one of the greatest teams to ever grace the NBA court. How are we ever going to bounce back from that? How were we able to bounce back from the pandemic? Like, how are we going to do that? And we got one of the greatest runs. Dare I say, this run was better than the Heat, even though we didn't win anything. But it was just more. There was some that was like, man, there's goes into something saying that like. We don't when you win and you don't expect it, and it's from guys that like everybody kicks down, because it's like the big three was great, and of course I will always cherish those titles, and I'm stupid for saying that, like, oh, this run with this current team was better than that. Of course it wasn't. Don't be stupid. I mean, that's not what I mean. But what I mean is that, like, pretty much everybody knew that the Heat were the best. They knew that the Heat were there, and it was more about watching the Heat to see if they were going to fail. So every game was kind of like a pain in the ass, because you weren't just fighting against like the game itself and the momentum that comes with the game. No, you were fighting against a whole world that hated you. Hated you. Which was stupid. It was blitheringly stupid. The world should have appreciated this team and loved watching Miami. And instead of rooting against Miami, they should be rooting for Miami everywhere they went. That's why over time, eventually, you see that Miami goes to everybody else's court. And there's Heat fans everywhere. There's Heat fans everywhere because of the big three. But still, everybody hated them. And everybody more wanted them to win. That's why I kind of ended that so fast, because, LeBron was homesick in the sense that it wasn't as insane. Anybody would probably... It was a miracle it lasted that long. Everybody thought it was going to end after the first year. They were like, okay, well, I guess this is over. The experiment is over. Break it up, guys. Of course they wanted it all to break up in the first year, because they didn't want to lose to us back-to-back years. A lot of you suck. And you have to understand that, it's nothing personal. It's just that you suck. You suck as human beings. There's no more proof of that. With like look around you at what's going on in this country. Don't tell me you don't suck. There's 3 people in the room and 2 of them suck in this country. That's how we're at right now. Before, we used to be like, down the middle. And at one point, there was more people that were cool. But now, if you don't want me to think that, then prove that it was rigged. That a lot of those votes are fake votes and didn't happen. Because otherwise, I'm going with, that's right, 75 plus million suck. And it's not just even politics, but it is, because politics touches everything. But it's in every industry. Talking about comic books, you suck. Ruin it for everybody. Like coming down on women and making women's lives a living hell just because they want to read and write comics and draw comics. Sports, every aspect of sports, both women, men, people of color, always having to deal with this bullshit. Can't even deal with a guy that wants to just kneel because, this country murdered a lot of people. Look at the cops now. You see how we don't do nothing about anything? We ain't marching. Where is everybody marching? Where are the marches? Where are the gatherings? Where are the protests? Oh, that's because police are armed. They've got a gun to our heads 24/7. And if not them, it's some psycho, supremacist. We suck right now. And we need to do better. This Miami Heat team is a reflection of the insanity that is happening in this country. There is one man that is like, you thought he was cool, and you thought he was down, but he's gone insane now. Sometimes the only way is just to throw it away. Sometimes the only way to quit is to go cold turkey. And just be like, that's it. You know what? I'm done with this. And yeah, sometimes, it calls you back and you get it and you got to take a couple more hits and you're like, okay, But then it's like, oh, no, you're reminded quickly badly how it's like, oh, this is terrible. Just like that. Jimmy didn't live up to his end of the bargain. He did a lot for this team. He fought for this team. He bled for this team. He almost died for this team in the middle of COVID. But the facts still remain that he didn't bring a title to this city. And while we appreciate you, we are no longer an organization that is seeking one title or two titles. In the last 25 years, we're one of the best organizations, in the NBA. We're still in there. But there's no doubt that we're slipping. We're slipping back. And we're slipping fast. Even with the finals appearance in the last 2 years. Doesn't matter. It's an afterthought to people, man. We were a victim back then. We were a victim for Denver. We were lambs to the slaughter. We were lambs to the slaughter for LA. Lambs to the slaughter for the Celtics, at some point, because they won when they beat us. Same with Milwaukee. When they beat us, they won. We gave it up. We gave up our inner power. They've taken part of our soul. And now with this Butler situation, doesn't help. Doesn't help. But it also doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because this organization isn't Butler. This team isn't Butler. This culture isn't Butler. This culture made Butler. This culture allowed Butler to thrive, challenged him. He felt he could actually do something here, and he did. Butler will not be remembered as a Timberwolf. Butler will not be remembered as a 76er. Butler will not be remembered as a Bull. Butler is going to be remembered as a Miami Heat, which is a damn shame because he should have ended his career here. We wanted him to end his career here. We did. Everybody did. This team could have kept on going with Bam, Butler, and Hero now getting better, having the best. I mean, come on. We now look with the evidence that we have seen, and even with your own eyes, you've seen it, and we have been reluctant to call it out because we don't ever want to believe that a player goes out there and quits on a team in the middle of the game. But you've seen it, and with all this shit, we know it's true that he was throwing games. Which means that half of the games that, you could probably say half of the games that he played in, when he played this season, he did something at some point that, shot the bed somewhere and gave low effort, and that caused something. Because this whole season, you've been watching this team and you've been wondering, what the hell is up with this team? This team should be really good this year. Because everybody else around us is like, okay. Yeah, people are good, but it's like everybody's kind of like at the same level. So you have all these records that are just really weird. Look at how, Milwaukee started. Look at how 76ers just crumbled. Like we have reached we're on the downside of the bell curve. But we have still a good solid foundation here. Like, these guys built a good team that thrives under our program. And you got to remember that even though we're going into the 6th year with this team and it just feels like a long time, it feels like a long time with these guys because, shit, it's been a long time with this same core. It's been with, Butler, minus Butler, okay? But Butler was here too. This was his 6th year with us. It's also Adebayo, Hero, Highsmith, Duncan. Those guys have been with us for the last 5-6 years too. Highsmith came in, and he would every time he would come in, he would make a good defensive play. But then, he was riding the bench and he was like a young guy. And little by little, he just started getting more. And dude, he's been here. He's been here for a while. You just started noticing him in the last 2 years because you haven't been paying attention. But I've noticed him since he got here. We have a great foundation right now with guys that are good players, guys that other teams would want, and would consider, you're a good contributor, good role player. But no, that's because on your team you don't know how to use these guys. But on our team, in our organization, these guys are more than just role players. Everybody's a starter in this team. That's how this team rolls. Everybody who plays for us can either start or come off the bench. There's no reason why losing Butler should derail us. It should slow us down and make us have to we got to recoup and got to figure out something new, which we have. Ware has been fantastic. Notice in the last couple games where Butler has not played and Ware has played and we've started Ware, we have won. This is why you have to let it go. We have to let him go. But you better fucking believe that we're not letting him go on his terms. Because he's the one that didn't live up to the bargain. He's the one that wanted to start shit for a bigger contract. He's the one who's been giving low effort. He's the one that instead of just fucking going for 2 fucking points and tying the fucking game against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, he decides to take a pull-up fucking 3, which Butler is not known for fucking threes, even though that season he was hitting a lot of shots. Yeah, and you're like, oh shit. But he still takes a pull-up 3 for the win. Which, of course, I can see the glory and I can see the paper tape parade and everything and all this shit and blah, blah, blah. And that would just immortalize him. But Jesus Christ, man, you were 20% from 3 that year. Don't come with me with this shit saying, oh yeah, I can hit a 3 whenever I wanted to. No, dude, because you would have hit the 3 right there. And you didn't. You missed. You missed and I got a hernia. I fucking popped my hernia. Ah! And I've been dealing with it since. You are my fucking hernia, Jimmy Butler. And you know what? I'm getting that shit fixed this year. I have the appointment. I'm setting it up. I'm waiting for the referral. I'm getting my hernia fixed this year, and we're getting rid of fucking you. That's how it is. Do you understand? And that's how it should be for everybody. Go get your shit fucking checked the fuck out. I hope you got your fucking Obamacare. And I hope you're using that shit. Don't be waiting to not use it. Use your fucking Obamacare and go make your fucking appointment with your doctor immediately. Get your shit checked out because you know what? You might not be able to ever do it again. There's a good chance that this guy is gonna take over completely, put himself on another third term, and after another third term, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna say, oh, you know what? We're gonna change and make it 4 terms. And then we're gonna make it 5 terms, and then we're gonna make it 6 terms, and then we're just gonna make it a king that can the only people that can be president of the United States are relatives. Now that they got, Mr. Nilo Scum, and he can come in there and he can manipulate all the machines, and basically now, in local elections, you have them controlling even local elections. So there's nothing we can do. We just gotta sit there and take it and die. Would you rather die like that, or would you rather die of a broken fingernail? Go get the fingernail fixed. Go, because they're gonna take it away from you. They're gonna take it away from all of us. They're gonna take away everything. That's their goal. They want to take away everything. They want to hurt us. They want to kill us. They want to put us 6 feet under. And everyone's just sitting around asking, what's the next movie that's gonna come out on Netflix? Oh, Netflix raising their fucking 25 protest. Fuck that, man. Why don't you protest the goddamn United States, government? Don't protest. Who gives a shit about fucking Netflix? Fuck goddamn Super Bowl. Even though I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl and I love the Super Bowl, and my mom's making these awesome ribs, and I'm gonna make probably chili. We're all gonna get sick and have to take the next day off. The next day off because we're just gonna be con diarrhea and all that kind of shit because we ate too much. Decisions, choices. What's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a killer? Are you gonna be somebody that takes the ball and actually does something with it? Or are you just gonna sit back and pass it? This was a big game for the Heat. This game could have proven to us that they weren't killers. They needed to show us they still had that they're killers mentality in this game. They want it. They want to taste blood. They will sacrifice the baby in the middle of the court. They're not afraid. This team is much better than what it's been. Losing Jimmy sucks because we all liked him. And he's funny. He's a funny guy. But I want to win championships. None of us anywhere, thought he would do what he did, but he did, and we loved him for it. But even with all that, what's going on? What does the media say? What does everybody say? Oh, the Heat are still not good. They're just whatever. They're never talking about us. And somehow we've become that, what they always thought we were. Not good enough to even compete with the top teams. Let me tell you something. This game against Cleveland's big. This is a big game for us. This ain't a big game for them. They don't give a fucking shit if they lose. The fuck do they care? They're up 30 games on everybody. Fuck them. But you know what? In a 7 goddamn game series, I'll take the Cleveland Browns. I'll take them every day. Give me the Cleveland Cavs in a 7 game series. Sure, why not? With this team, let's go. Let's go. We'll bottle up Donovan Mitchell, whatever the heck his name is. I don't know. Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, same thing to me. Yeah, Milwaukee beat us. You know what? We'll still go up against them. I'll take them in a 7 game series. I don't care. They're the same goddamn team we've seen the last 5 years. They just added Damian Lillard. Who cares? Let Damian Lillard take half-court shots. I don't give a shit. They don't scare me. None of this team scares me. The only people that you ever have to worry about are the Boston Celtics, and we know it. We know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. And then after we get rid of them, the only people we have to worry about is the entire West. Because anybody in the West apparently can beat the living crap out of us. Even Sacramento. So it's like, what do we do? How do we get better than that? This team is no longer a small ball team. This team is no longer a little team with a bunch of guys that are... No. This is a big team. It's a team of big guys. Give me more. I want to be the tallest team in the league. Everybody shooting threes. Give it to me. Let's straight from Wemby. Let's bring him here. Wemby doesn't want to be in San Antonio. You think Wemby wants to be in Texas? Wemby wants to be in the French Riviera, and where's that in America? That's Miami, bitch. Okay, it's not like New York ain't the French Riviera, bro. Nobody jumps in the water in New York, man, because you come out with the body. Like, it's like, yo, is that seaweed? Oh, no, it's a dead body. Hey, you're not going to go to California because you go out there and you get eaten by a shark. Or you drown in the, like, waves that are 20 feet high. Or you catch, like, something in the sand. Could be anything. A needle, STD, or a body. You think he wants to be in San Antonio? You think Wemby wants to be in San Antonio? No, he doesn't. Because they check him out every time. They know who he is. But they see that slightly tanned skin and they're not sure. They think it's some tall ghost that slipped through the Mexican border. Could be. Until he starts talking French and then they realize, oh, he's some communist. Send him to the gulag. Send him to immigration right now. He's not from here. You think he wants to be in San Antonio? You don't think they think about him like that? Like, they watch him and they're like, oh yeah, he's scoring points for it. He's so tall. Oh, he's great. Yeah, he's great. But he's not leche condensada. Don't think that's not happening. People in the stands looking down at Wemby. There's people that respect him and they love him, but there's people that look at him like a freak and it's like a sideshow. It's embarrassing. San Antonio in Texas, same here in Florida. 75 million plus. That's no joke. That ain't a joke. Got to think twice. You got to be careful coming out of here in Miami, stopping people on 22nd in Calle Ocho, in the middle of Little Havana, setting up checkpoints. This ain't the same era. This ain't the same team. This ain't the same town. This ain't the same country. Wake up. That's what needs to happen. Everybody on this team's got to wake the hell up. This whole game they were playing like, hey, is Jimmy Butler going to show up and help us win? No, he's not. Sorry. Are you guys gonna trade Jimmy Butler to whatever team so that we can we can get this guy? No, we're not trading him. We're making him stay home. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Go find somebody else. If we can't even trade him, we don't care. We don't care. But we're not going to let him get what he wants. He's going to be a baby. He's going to act like a child. He's going to be treated like a baby, treated like a child. Go home and drink some coffee. We all love you. We all care about you. We all respect you. But we respect Pat Riley more. And that's all that needs to be said? No, yeah, we love you. We appreciate you. Everything you did was great, all stuff like that. But you know what? Pat Riley was here first. Pat Riley was here first. How dare you step to that man, especially after LeBron embarrassed him. Ain't nobody ever gonna do that to him again. Never. It's insane that you would think that you would be able to do something like this. What is wrong with you? You could have gotten paid at the end of the season. It's fine. But we wanted you to show us that you could win. We would have given you everything. We would have given you all of Miami. South Florida could have been yours, but you don't want it. You want Phoenix. What is there in Phoenix? There's no water there. It's all a lie. It's fake water. It's not real. It's CG. It's AI. You want to do? You want to go? You're gonna go to Milwaukee so that you can win a title with Giannis and go and face us in the first round and kick our asses? No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna go in the first round and kick Milwaukee's ass. Okay, whoever the fucking hell's ass that we play, it doesn't matter. I don't care anymore. This team is fully capable of doing it. We still have great players. Tyler Hero's a great goddamn player. Bam is out of control. Like, I don't know. I don't know. He's just weird and whatever, but he's good. And there's no doubt anymore that Ware is a force. And with this team and plugging him in, there's no problem. We can grow as we go. Figure it out as we go. Once we get the whatever out of here, this team don't have to worry about that. We just got to worry about winning. They'll change. They've already changed. They already have. Every game that he hasn't been there, they've won. When they bring him to the court and they lose. Because he just brings down the vibe. This is a party. This is Miami. Don't mess with the vibe. It's the worst thing you could do. The biggest game of the season is the next one against Cleveland. That will determine everything. Soul of this team, the heart of this team, the mind of this team, the state of this team. If we have a chance, if we don't have a chance, it'll tell us everything we know. This team right now is at pretty much full power. Gotta go in there, and now that we're done with Butler, that's it. We don't have to worry about him. He's never gonna show up. He's not coming to those doors no more. He's done. He's gone. He's at home drinking coffee. That costs $20, but in reality, it costs like $3 to make. It's just such a fucking ripoff. My God, we all thought it was a joke. We all thought it was funny. None of us really actually thought that coffee is good. It looks like shit piss coming out of crap. I'm not gonna hold back anymore. I make coffee. I worked in a goddamn coffee shop for 2 fucking years, and I'm goddamn Hispanic. I know how to make espresso. His coffee looks like black piss seawater. I've seen Creature from the Black Lagoon. I know where it comes from, and it's from there. Don't give me that shit. You only charged them $20 fucking because they couldn't go anywhere. You are a dick. And you made a fucking company out of it, which is like so sad, but so real and true to the state of this capitalistic fucking society. Hey, Cultura. Don't freak out, just freak out.